Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children and monsters, aliens and gods of all ages, welcome to Coquito Underground. Most importantly, Luquillo versus Tourist. And I hate this. This is not a happy thing to say. Please like and subscribe if you want. Dislike if you want. Leave a comment of why you don't like or like it if you want. This is an epidemic in my town that seems like a low number to you, but it's going to be heavy once I finish what we're talking about. Now, before we start, once again in the river in Naguabo, before we get to La Pailas, still no autopsy, still no iPhone found. Now, yesterday, November 18th, in Las Pailas de Luquillos, in the Rio de Mameyes, that's the same river that goes to Luquillo to Rio Grande, a tourist jumped from a rock into the water, but apparently never came back up, and they found the body. Now, these are the information as follows. Now, I will say that there's been a couple unalives in that river in Las Pailas over the years. Now, why do I call this 10 drownings in 3 years in Puerto Rico? Not even Puerto Rico, Luquillo. The reason I'm saying this is that in the last 3 years, and I'm only going to give you the last 3 years only. If I give you 20 years, the number would be a lot higher. We even have a monument for people getting eaten by sharks in this beach and rivers as well. Not in the rivers, but the beaches. In the last 3 years, the town has begged the administration to put lifeguards and to make sure there's people out there to watch people, because this is not a once in a lifetime case. Case in point, a few months ago, that's disheartening as it is, because a 15-year-old boy died. Then months before, and that was in September 2023, 2022, by the way. Months before that, in April, there we go. Anyway, months before in April, my computer is kind of messed up today. There. Anyway, I'll show this later once it fixes itself. This is not a isolated incident by the least, because of the fact that trying to put out the computer here, it's kind of weird. Let me try to explain this as best of my abilities. Well, my computer, I guess, is messed up, I guess. There we go. That also happened at the beach. 2 tourists, a couple, died right under Sandy Hills, which is a beautiful view, by the way. Then because he was saving his child and their daughters. Then another person died trying to save their son. This is an epidemic that's happening in the town of Luquillo, that in the last 3 years, in beach-wise, every month to 3 months, but depending in Luquillo. Now, there's red flags, and there's warnings and signs. Which, by the way, a week and a half ago, shout out to Vivas Pabon for showing that someone destroyed the sign where all the flags were and the information of that stuff. Monsters as they are, whoever that was. Sadly, as I said before, the mayor has not really put investment visually, as you can see this, for safety of the waters. I say visually. I'm not guesstimating or putting conjecture, nothing like that. This is a real problem that's happening on my islands. And in the last 3 years, 10 people, 15-year-old, old person, a couple, one here, one there. And I can tell you the dates right here as follows. November 18th, 2023 was what happened yesterday. No, March 17th, 2023. Also, that's when the couple died. March 6th, 2023. Just 2 weeks before that, a person died. February 22nd, 2 people died. And on the 17th, 5 days before that, 1 person died. And this is not including the shootings, drive-bys, and not including the other crimes, carjackings, etc., kidnappings. Federal marshals came here a few years ago and got a family because they stole a baby from the States. That was from my other channel, Alex Coquito, but that got destroyed by YouTube because of my controversies. This is what's happening. You want more like this? Check it out. If more people get unalived in the beaches, unalived in the rivers, I will talk about it and put out the fact that while this weekend the mayor is putting out the Plato Típicos festival, there still is no trolley. The lights are not fixed, and a person just died in his own town. Good night, everybody. Stay safe. Get out of the waters this weekend. How about you don't get out of the waters at all? Stay at the edge.